Blitzers, Nerf Clan, it's Ronan. Welcome back to the channel. We have BettaFish today, driving the FV4202. What a tricky tank, and I think you're going to learn a little bit by watching how Beta runs it here. We are in Castilla, and Beta does what every good med should do, which is go to the castle side. His heavies are going to the heavy side as well, so it looks like there's good alignment here, but you can see it's not perfect. There's a couple of heavies coming towards BettaFish. And the 4202 is one of the most unique tanks in the game. It is a good tank, and it just requires a lot of knowledge of how to use it. I think you see BettaFish already have the hash loaded, 30 hash loaded up there. So the hash cannon on this tank gives you massive DPM. The problem is the pen isn't great, and then you don't have premium ammo. And you can see right there, you do get some level of, it's not really splash, it's partial pen with the hash. But it is tricky, and he's shooting the side of an IS4 that's particularly challenging. However, you can even get the side of the E100 turret, which is, unless angled, not great with the hash. And you can see the enemies quickly turn. There's BettaFish, he turns it to the APCR and gets some good shots there on the IS4. But overall, the challenge here in Castilla is you really need your heavies to push along with the meds. Now the E5 comes to help BettaFish, who just slap some partial pen there on the Object 140. And so far it looks okay here for the team, but the heavies on BettaFish's side need to push. That's what makes this effective when you have this. Now, what's happening on the other end, though, is that the enemy heavies, the Emil 2, the E100, are underneath pushing there. Now, that gives BettaFish some shots here, but they've got to stay in that crack to really get some shots in on him. And the E5 is trying to snipe, not a sniper, although a great cannon, not a sniper. And you can see that that's going to cause some problems later on. BettaFish sticks another APCR to the size of the IS4 from Doomed. Doomed means he's going to lose. Doomed to lose, doomed to be hated, or something like that. And the 140 here is trying to come and do something here and clear them. The other team played this poorly, and BettaFish gets a nice shot right on his turret. A 140 turret is not that of the T62. And another sneaky shot there. You're going to see the damage just pile up here. And what you keep noticing how BettaFish changes his ammo. Now, why are they having such success right now is because there's two enemy TDs sitting essentially in their spawn. BettaFish can easily pound those guys with Hesh. As he does, and there's a battle down there in the river, it looks like, by a couple of folks. So the 140 and the T62, I believe, or maybe it's the E5. I can't recall right now. Yeah, it's the E5. So they're fighting. Somehow the E5 managed to lose most of that battle to the Object 140. That's impressive. Beta tracks him there with another Hesh shot. One thing I would do is try to avoid shooting Hesh into the track of tanks. It's gonna be problematic. Now, this is one of my favorite scenes here. So he is being pursued by Chieftain MK6, and you saw he shot Hesh there. Look at the Hesh pen on the lower plate. You got a great cannon here in the 4202, one of the best cannons in the game. And BettaFish is just using the angle, the -10, to just pound the 4202 with about 4,000 plus DPM. Gets a bounce there on the great turret and clears him very quickly. I think that guy in the Chief thought he could have easy medium experience there by rushing the medium. BettaFish taught him a lesson. Okay, so now that brought it to 4-on-4. Before that, this game was not looking good. It was a 4-on-5 with a lot of full HP heavies. But Beta was able to turn that around, probably a pivotal play in the game. Now he's going up against this guy from Doomed. It's fair to assume the guy from Doomed is not very good. I'm kidding. So he is going to go face him. But he is just kind of working this area, trying to figure out what the heavies are doing. And quickly realizes that it's better to get out of dodge. I agree with this move, although it seems I can't say I would have done the same thing, but I think knowing what BettaFish saw coming, you got four heavies who are mostly full health moving up there. You gotta figure out an escape route. So BettaFish takes one there. And Castilla is a neat map that you can't escape like this. There's a couple of escape routes. One of my favorite masteries I've had in the game, I don't even know if we ever posted the game, with an AC Sentinel was here. I jumped into this river creek thing 2 times. But that being said, it is now 3-on-4. Not looking too hot, although BettaFish has the side of the IS4 from Doomed, and he clears him. That is a big play there. Now it's 3-on-3. The Emil 2 is pushing on the IS4, and BettaFish hits him in the rear turret there with Hesh, nearly rolls to 500, and now he's got another easy shot there, and they clear him together. 2-on-2, and now you got a Jag Tiger there, and BettaFish max rolls in for 550 in the lower plate. And he is going to continue just shooting APCR so he can get those shots in. That's a smart move as well. The question is here, he needed one more in there to get him in there, and he does. And that just shows you the DPM, and that's a classic tier 10 DPM. The one nice thing about the 4202 is it's got a -10, and it's got a turret that does bounce shots. From here on, it's pretty straightforward. This E100 clearly is a noob, and BettaFish just continually heshes him. I would have saved my coins even though I have like 40 million, but and just APCR'd him, but BettaFish is doesn't care, and he clears him there. 6,800 damage. I know it didn't seem like it. The damage just kept on rolling and rolling. And I think this was some really clever playing by BettaFish. 4 kills, 6,800, 1784 base. Obviously a mastery there. It doesn't go much better than that, and I think it was a really good use of the team, of the terrain, of the tank. And if you don't have a 4202, it's not an easy tank, but it's one that can have results like this. Congratulations, BettaFish. Please subscribe to the channel.